Facebook ads latest updates are now absolutely terrible if you want to find your target demographic, only find dream clients, and I'm going to show you the workaround that you can use to find those dream clients within your ad targeting. This is a big change. It's one of the biggest changes that I've ever seen inside Facebook ads because they've now made it very difficult to find and action the things that you need to do to be able to pinpoint the targeting that you specifically want. So let's get into the dashboard and I'm going to show you exactly what this is. So in most cases now there's a million different, I say a million, there's about a few hundred, maybe 1,000 different small variations within most ad accounts at any given time. And this is because Facebook's always testing things to see what is going to look better, what gets people to take more action, what gets people to spend more ad dollars. And this right here is what most people are seeing right now. Okay, so when you come into your ads, and this is a sample ad account where I have a campaign that I actually created on one of the videos on this channel, so you can go and watch some ad setups and different things on the channel and let me know how you get on with those. But this is a leads campaign, and inside your campaign, just for easiness of understanding before I show you the audiences, we have 3 steps to an ad campaign. We have the campaign itself, that's the what. So is this for a lead magnet? Is this for a 5-day challenge? Is this for messenger ads? Whatever it may be. Then we have our ad sets. This is level number 2 of 3. This is who is going to see your adverts, and that's where we're going to live in this video. And then you have your ads itself. Okay, so you have your specific ads that people are actually going to see on their dashboard, on their newsfeed when they're on Facebook or Instagram, right? So the videos, the copy, images, things like that. So who is going to see your ads? Well, most of that's been taken away now, unless you know exactly how to change it, okay? So we're going to go through that inside this video. And so, first off, this is now all suggestions. So they've now switched it to suggestions only. So what I mean by that is that the location that you put is only a suggestion. The age range is not even an age range anymore. It's a minimum age, and it is still a suggestion only. On top of that, the audiences itself. So when we say only put this in front of people who have job titles, CEO, managing director, surgeon, this, that, and the other, let's just say that you work with high-end business owners and things of that nature, then CEOs and high-end roles within the workspace. Well, that's pretty pinpoint. If you're to then allow Facebook to only use it as a suggestion, they're going to find a lot of people who do not have that job title, and you're going to end up no longer being seen by your target demographic, okay? Now, most people go, I don't have the targeting anymore. I don't have the ability to change these things anymore. Well, it's actually relatively simple, but they've made it look so unsexy that nobody would want to click this button if they were not watching this video or had been directed to do so. So this one down here, it doesn't even look like a button, funnily enough. It looks like it's like a notification. Further limit the reach of your ads, okay? So you're going to click on this here, and you're going to switch setup. Now, they're going to try and talk you out of it, and you're going to switch setup. Now, first off, let me just be really, really pinpoint with something here for you. When you might be saying, okay, but is there not a reason why they're doing it as a suggestion now? Because what they're telling me at every single step is that this is going to lower my cost per lead. Well, remember that Facebook is a bidding platform. There's only so much inventory for ads to run, okay? And there's a lot of people that nobody wants to target with their ads, or not many advertisers want to target with their ads. So there's a lot of inventory there to people who are click happy that don't take any action. And there's some really, really highly targetable people who have bought things through Facebook ads recently, have buying history through advertising, have fall into really premium categories that people would want to target, have really high job titles, live in specific states or countries. All of these things make them more desirable, so more people are trying to go after them, just like you might be. So when you hit the that make this only a suggestion, or use this as a suggestion, or go back to the automatic setup that they have, what it's doing is it's saying to Facebook, I don't care if it's, I only work with men. Show these ads to women. It's saying, well, I know I've got a facility in Glasgow, but sure, you can show the ads to people in Australia. It's saying, I know I only work with high-end business owners and CEOs and surgeons and things of that nature, but, if you want to show it to somebody who's unemployed, go right ahead. I would love the low-cost lead. That's basically what it's doing, right? And the funny thing is that if you do all the suggestions here, your cost per lead will probably be lower. than if you take this away. But you probably won't make sales as well, okay? Because it's not going to be the right demographic. It's not going to be the people that you're looking for. I mean, the craziest thing is that there's so many coaches that do work with only men or women. And this is a suggestion by default now as well, okay? That's crazy. So let me just show you how to change all of these things individually. So the very first one is location. You're going to come in here and you're going to take this away. Reach more people likely to respond to your ads. Okay, so take that away. That's number one. Look at this. I'm trying to encourage you to lower cost per lead by applying this. But again, if you know that even if you don't have a location dominant business like a facility or a bricks and mortar business, if you're an online coach and you know that the majority of people who purchase from you are in the UK, so yes, you get cost per leads are lower in the US and Australia and New Zealand and Canada and Singapore and this, that and the other, but they don't typically book calls and they don't typically buy. Well, that would be a bad thing for you to do, to optimize only for the lowest cost per lead instead of the location that's going to get you the best result. Okay, so uncheck this box. The second thing, come into the age range. Now, if you say, well, I only work with people over the age of 40, but I don't really have a limit on it. Cool, let's do 40 as the minimum, and let's go all the way to the top. Okay, if that's the scenario. But take away use as a suggestion, otherwise they're going to show it to 18-year-olds. Okay, the next thing here, gender. If you only work with men or only work with women, and sometimes I say to people, you know, if you work with both, right, but you've got 32 clients that are male and you've got 2 clients that are women, and the majority of your content resonates with guys, and the majority of your branding is sort of testosterone focused, and then the majority of people that come through your ads that actually book calls and buy are guys, allow your advertising to have its best chance of success by optimizing anyway, okay? But regardless, especially if you solely work with men or solely work with women, select it and don't use this as a suggestion. Take that away, okay? And the final one here is the detailed targeting, okay? So this down here is probably the only place where you could potentially use this right here. And there's certain moments when you would, and there's certain moments when you wouldn't. More than anything, well, I would say that for your first test, setting up the Shoney 255 method, you turn this off like in all occasions, okay? This is just something that's a little bit more advanced with our systems of scalers, people who are scaling, you know, to 500 to £1,000 a day in ad spend. We might use this very strategically in certain ad sets and in certain scaling campaigns so that we can reach more people because we have really exhausted certain audiences, okay? But for most advertisers, I'm going to suggest you take this off right now, and even more so if you are doing things like targeting job titles and things of that nature, you want to take this off. So by doing all of this here in under 10 minutes, you've completely taken back control of your ads. Remember to do it for every single ad set that you have running, and then you're going to have a lot more success with your ads. Your cost per lead might go up by 20%, but the amount of people who book calls, show up to the calls, purchase from you is going to be astronomical in comparison to the fluffy audiences that you had before. If this type of video has been helpful for you, then please hit like, hit subscribe, comment below if you're a really great human, and I will see you on the next video.